Hey y'all. Okay, so my name is Keisha Patrice and this is Talk to Me Tarot. So today I am coming to you guys with a random requested read. Sis wants me to spill the tea. So to be fair, I am going to do both sides, divine masculine, divine feminine. But the question is this a real thing or a summertime fling? Okay? So, sis, you know who you are. I'm going to answer your question. But like I said, to be fair, divine masculine, I'm going to give you the info from the flip side too. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in balance. So I'm not going to do for one, but I'm not going to do for the other. You feel me? So y'all can thank sis if this is information you want to know. Again, even though it was requested by her, this is a general collective reading. So if it sounds like I'm talking to you, it's because I am. However, if it don't apply, please let it fly. Do not force the story to fit. Okay, guys? And with that being said, we're going to hop straight into it. I already prayed over my cards. I already made sure all the cards were in the upright because, as I tell you guys, them being in reverse changes the meaning. So I'll start them off in the upright to make sure everything is fair and square. If I get to cussing, please excuse the language. Get the message, okay? Please remember there is no gender in tarot. So whether I'm saying he or she, again, if it sounds like I'm talking to you, it's because I am, because we all have both masculine and feminine energy. Okay? At some point I might call signs if I feel like it's relevant. Most times I don't, because again, signs, guys, that's an iffy thing too, because you have a lot of stuff in your birth chart, and if you know, you know. I can't explain it in depth. Just trust me, okay? Like, everyone knows their sun sign. For example, my sun sign is a Taurus based off my birthday, but there's also moon signs, rising / ascending signs, north node, south node, all kind of shit according to your birth chart, okay? So you can be one of them people that got everything in your chart, and I personally believe because your birth chart is based off of like planet alignments and the earth rotates, at some point you got every sign in your chart, which is why I tell you guys when I do my individual zodiac signs, regardless of what sign I'm on, if you watch it and it sounds like I'm talking to you, that's your message. So the same goes for this reading as well as any of my readings. If it sounds like I'm talking to you, it's because I am. Regardless of when I record it, intuitive messages are timeless because I believe we're eternal beings. You feel me? So whenever you see this is when it's meant for you to see this. If it does resonate, okay? Please do not force the story to fit though. If it don't sound like I'm talking to you, disregard it. It ain't your message, and hopefully you're at least entertained. I hope I help you. If I can't help you, I hope I at least don't hurt you. Alright? I felt the need to say all that because we're dealing with matters of the heart today, and I don't take that lightly, you know? But if you need more clarification, or if you're just looking for a different viewpoint, you want to be able to analyze things from a different perspective, maybe something I said sparks your mind and triggers you to think in a different way based on what you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're somebody that's all in your feelings and you ain't got no need to be because they feeling you too. Or vice versa, maybe you looking at this as somebody you shouldn't take seriously, or you need to let go, and whatever I say might just be confirmation. You feel me? Look, 10 of Cups when I split the deck. Sorry for the glare, but that's good news. So energy cool. Y'all looking good. Y'all out. Summer popping. Let's get into it. I just heard, I like your haircut, divine masculine, so whoever that's for, there you go. I'm gonna pull 10 cards. I'm gonna break it all down for you, and then I'm gonna do it for divine masculine as well. Divine feminine, you're up first because you requested this reading. Okay, love? And I will timestamp this so y'all can skip all that if y'all want to hear it. Go straight to the reading, but okay, we halfway there, guys. Dang, I'm just bending my cards, but that wanted to come out so bad. 4 more. Alright. The fool at the bottom of the deck, and what song I heard in my head when I looked at it is I'm just a fool, you know I'm in love, what you say. Sorry. Tina Turner. I don't even know what the name of that song is, but that's what I heard when I looked at this chord. Alright, I'm just a fool, you know I'm in love. Divine Feminine, who got you all googly eyed? Alright, hopefully y'all can see these cards because I put my light back on because I didn't like how dark the last video was. Okay, but I'm going to try my best for y'all to see these images. Alright, y'all got the 7 of Wands. Y'all got the Knight of Swords. Y'all got the Queen of Cups. Y'all got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You got the Judgment card in reverse. You got the 3 of Cups. You got the 2 of Wands. You got the Lovers card. You got the Ace of Swords. I love this card, one of my favorites. And you got the Tower. Alright, so just I'll top into the messages like before I even get directly into the cards. When I picked up this Ace of Swords, I heard like straight facts, like whoever this is you're dealing with, Divine Feminine, that I don't really understand why you second guessing them, if you're second guessing them, because they raw, direct, very blunt, straight to the point, ain't no question they won't answer, you know what I'm saying? So be careful what you ask them. That's what I'm hearing. But whoever this is, they give it to you just like it is. Alright, so in terms of what's going on right now, Divine Feminine, you're very guarded with this 7 of Wands being out here. Or if it's not that, you're just constantly on the defense. Maybe sometimes in terms of, I'm hearing communication in terms of like, I'm hearing past relationships. It's very apparent when you talk about these things that you're guarded, and you're also being warned to not be guarded against your new person. If this is a new person, you're also being warned to not be so guarded in the sense that you're holding someone's past mistakes against this new person. You know what I'm saying? If you want a new start, if you want a fresh start, if you're starting over, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's with somebody older or with somebody new, you know what I'm saying? If you're saying you want to start fresh, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to wipe the slate clean. So this is not something you can go into looking at it like, all guys are dogs and all guys are cheaters, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of guys just want, you know what I'm saying, to smash and all that kind of stuff. That's gonna self-sabotage whatever this is before it even gets started, Divine Feminine. So you are being warned not to be super guarded. And the things that may cause you issues right now is that you might be moving too fast for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or you might just be moving like very impulsively, because the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. You know what I'm saying? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest, the Knight of Swords is the fastest, and the Knight of Swords also makes very impulsive decisions, like teenager energy, like high school shit, like not necessarily thinking before you move, you know what I'm saying, you just do it and worry about the consequences later. That's gonna cause issues for you, you know what I'm saying, in whatever dynamic this is, divine feminine. So you really need to slow down, because I'm hearing like it's either giving me the energy where this is you're starting over with somebody maybe you've dealt with before, but there's been like a gap, right? Like y'all was dealing with each other, then y'all stopped, you know what I'm saying, then y'all met at a later time in life, and you feel like you've matured, and he feels like he's matured, and he hasn't showed you any of those old behaviors yet, but you're guarded because this is, you know what I'm saying, somebody you already have history with, and you're already judging them based on things they used to do versus who they are right now in this present moment. Like your goal so far in this dynamic is to stay in the present, whether this person be old or new, you know? And if you're moving too fast, you know what I'm saying, that's where all this guarded energy come from. You're making yourself uncomfortable, you're giving yourself anxiety, you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing, you're making assumptions, you have unrealistic expectations. Like all that is gonna cause problems in your future, divine feminine, if you stay in this energy, you know? And in terms of like your mood, you keep telling yourself like, I'm ready for love, I've been waiting for this is something I've been praying for, this is something I've been working towards, this is something I've been waiting on, right? With this Queen of Cups, like you feel like you know what you're doing, you know what you want, right? And that's a great thing, divine feminine. But just because you know what you want, does that mean every person you come across is capable of giving you that? No. And that's why it's necessary for you to move slow. Like, it's cool to analyze the other person in this if you want to take whoever this is seriously and you want them to take you seriously. It's nothing wrong with you analyzing what's going on. It's nothing wrong with you wanting to know, like, hey, what's the tea, what's your intentions, you know what I'm saying, what we really doing here. It's cool to get all those questions out the way in the beginning, but if you're gonna do that, especially with someone you're barely meeting or starting fresh with, like this is a new person, let's say this isn't anyone old, if this is someone new and you come at them like that, you gotta hold yourself to that same standard, okay? And so my rule of engagement is, if I wouldn't answer the question, I'm not gonna ask it, you know? And you have to accept what's being said at this moment at face value, because again, this is brand new. So whether you believe them or not, you know what I'm saying, you have to allow them the grace to even get there, you know? Don't ask a question like, are you seeing other people, right? Let's say this is some okay, this is the example I'm getting. Let's say this is someone you want to be serious with, but y'all barely starting, but maybe you had your eye on this person for a while, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't even shoot their shot, maybe you shot your shot, you know what I'm saying? But you got the answer that you wanted, you know? And now you're just moving along, trying not to mess this up. But in order to protect yourself, you already put yourself out there like, I'm bold, oh, thank you, Father. It's you, okay? So it's you and this energy, divine feminine. So you already put yourself out there like, I'm bold, I'm direct, I'm straight to the point, I say what I mean what I say, you know what I'm saying? And on the surface, you know what I'm saying, that's your swag you trying to portray, right? Like, what you see is what you get, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no secrets, you ain't gotta worry about me, I ain't got nothing to hide, you know what I'm saying? I'm top tier, I'm a divine feminine, I know my worth, I'm healed, all that good stuff, right? That's how you coming at this person, and they looking at you like, it sounds good. No, why? Because you're super guarded, divine feminine, and your words are Your words aren't matching your actions because you're moving faster. Like your mouth is moving faster than you're actually willing to go. You know what I'm saying? In order, make it plain, Father. In order to, I'm here and keep up this persona, right? Because that's what it is. And you don't see it that way, and I'm going to break it down so you don't get offended, right? The reason why this is a persona is because you have to be honest with yourself, Divine Feminine. In matters of the heart, you have been through a lot of bullshit. You have been hurt before. You are guarded. Do you know better now? Yeah, but is it easy to do better once you know better? Not all the time, especially Divine Feminine, if you've been out of practice for a while. And that's what this Six of Pentacles in reverse means, because in the upright, this is equal give and take. Divine Feminine, you've possibly been by yourself for a very long time, or you've just been in an energy to the point where the only person you've had to take care of is yourself, or the only person you have feelings you have to consider is your own, right? And now you coming at this person like, I'm telling you, I know what I want, and what I want is you. You know what I'm saying? I'm everything you want, I'm everything you need, and more. You feel me? Only time will tell, but I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna prove that. Feel me? On some pop your collar type energy, right? But along the way, as time unfolds, whatever this is, you're gonna run into things that are gonna scare you, that are gonna confuse you, that are gonna make you nervous, that are gonna make you want to slow down. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be struggling to use your discernment. You know, you're gonna be fighting your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Your head and your heart is gonna be a battle sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because once you've experienced pain and matters of the heart, you know what I'm saying, anything that reminds you of that pain can trigger you. I don't care how long it's been since you've been through that, how long you feel like you've been healed from it. You never truly know how much you've moved on from that thing until it's been tested. And whatever this is, when you're starting over, Divine Feminine, this is truly the only way to test it. It's one thing to say, thank you, Father. It's one thing to say you're healed because you've been by yourself and celibate for however long, you know? It's a whole nother thing when that temptation is staring you, dead smack middle, you know what I'm trying to say, in your face. It's a whole nother thing when that temptation is in your face. I'll use myself as an example so nobody gets offended, right? I was celibate for 5 years, like almost 6, before I broke again, right? I had no intention on breaking when I did, but like I had a moment where I just wanted to let my hair down, you know. Healing after a while, when you thrown back into the field, when you're healing for so long by yourself and you're just thrown back into the field, like, ooh, I'm finally ready, I'm finally secure enough, confident enough, feel like I'm disciplined enough to just get back outside, right? Like, you trying to prove to yourself that you healed and letting these guards down too soon and putting yourself out there earlier than expected, you know what I'm saying? It's scary. And if you're so confident and so bold and so, you know, excited to just get back out there, you'll self-sabotage and not even realize you're doing it, because you'll have something to prove, not to other people, but to yourself. You'll have this version of I'm healed in my head, and you'll be trying so hard to prove that you're healed. That's all you focus on, is like the tactics that's been working for you when you're by yourself, but it's completely different when somebody else is involved. Everything you can't prepare for when you're by yourself. Know what I'm saying? You don't know, you didn't expect him to be that smooth. You didn't expect him to look that good in them gray sweats. You didn't expect, like, you're already complimenting these haircuts. Something about you and fresh haircuts, like, ooh. And over time, you like them. He making you laugh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in private, secluded places. Y'all talking for hours on the phone. It's a build up. And what most people don't acknowledge is that more often than not, you like the tension more than the actual act itself. Like, have you ever... Give me a good example of being tempted by the tension more than the act itself, Father. Okay, he's saying, have you ever... And this is bad for me because I'm just not a fan of kissing people in the mouth. Like, I really gotta love you to kiss you in your mouth, right? I'll probably kiss you everywhere but your mouth, right? So I might not be the best at using this as an example, right? Alright, but yeah, I can, because I have done this to people, right? Have you ever, have you ever seen a movie? Oh, thank you, Father. Thank you for taking me out of that. Okay, have you ever seen a movie where... Have you ever seen a movie where the guy goes... Oh, thank you, Father. He gave me the perfect example. Okay, the movie Hitch. If you've never seen it, there's a scene where Will Smith, he's like the date doctor or the love doctor or something like that, right? And he teaching men and women how to pull the people they want after in a situation when they're ready to get back out there, they're ready to find love, they spotted somebody, they know exactly what they want, they don't want just anybody, they want their person, right? And they finally get the opportunity to run into their person, speak with their person, step up to the plate, right? They don't want to ruin it. Then Hitch comes in and he teaches them how to get out of their own way, how to not mess things up before it even gets started, right? And so I'm Hitch in this situation, right? And there's this one part where they're talking about the first kiss, right? And how he's thinking about it like it's not a big deal, it's just a kiss. But it's all about perspective, Divine Feminine. And the way he put it is, what if this y'all first kiss was your last first kiss? You gotta look at this like it's that deep if you trying to be serious about this person, because first impressions are everything, right? And what I mean by the tension, the build up, when he teaches I think his name is Albert in the movie, when he teaches Albert how to go in for the first kiss with Allegra, he intentionally tells him not to rush her into it. You know, he's in control of the scenario, but it's up to her to decide if she wants to come the rest of the way. So Hitch tells him to lean in 90%, right? And then wait there as long as it takes for her to decide if she want to come in the other 10% and kiss him, right? Like, he puts it out there that he wants it to happen, but it ultimately is her decision, right? Divine Feminine, you're going to catch yourself in that position. And what I mean by you never know how healed you truly are until you're put in that position. Like, let's say you're celibate, Divine Feminine, and you're putting yourself out there and you're trying to date, and maybe you got, give me another example further, maybe you got a 3-month rule, right? Or maybe you got a 5-date rule, right? Because there's girls who do that. I'm not one of them, but it's people who do that, right? And you put yourself out there and you ain't nowhere near your 3-month mark. Maybe y'all on month 1, maybe y'all only on date 2, you know what I'm saying? But you haven't kissed him yet, you know what I'm saying? But it's building up to that, it's leading up to that, right? And in your mind, before you go on this date, you already made up your mind, okay, I'm going to kiss him tonight, right? Because girls for sure do that. You make up your mind what you're going to do before you even leave the house, right? So you make it up in your mind, I'm only going to kiss him tonight. Do you want to do more? Probably. You know what I'm saying? Because the chemistry's there, the attraction's there, but you trying to display discipline, right? So you make it up in your head, I'm only going to kiss him tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be impulsive. I'm not going to be too guarded. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to automatically reject him. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bend a little. I'm going to let my hair down. I'm going to allow myself to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make a conscious decision. If I'm feeling it, he's feeling it, fuck it, I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to go for it, right? Because at the end of the day, I want what I want, and this kiss, I'm just picturing in my head, I feel like it's going to be explosive, right? So you looking forward to this date, not for whatever y'all do, that's just a bonus. You're really plotting for the end goal, right? The kiss, right? But then the date goes so well, divine feminine, and everything flowing, and he's so smooth, and he looks so good, and he smells so good, and dang, wow, you was fine, and I feel like I've known you forever, right? And that kiss is passionate, and that kiss is making you want to do more, and y'all by yourself, and y'all alone, and maybe y'all in a room, or maybe y'all at his house, or maybe he done made it to your house, and y'all on a whole nightcap. I don't know your life, divine feminine. My point is, you go further than that kiss, right? So now you're overthinking everything. You wasn't ready. You wasn't ready, divine feminine. Pineapples. You wasn't ready, right? And moving forward, Father is saying it's okay. It's okay. You doing more wasn't necessarily a mistake. It's just unexpected. It wasn't a part of your plan. Know what I'm saying? You thought you had things all figured out. And now you realize, dang, I'm moving faster than I wanted to, right? Dang, I gotta kind of pump my brakes. Know what I'm saying? And Father is saying, the best thing for you to do is to be honest about how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? If you want to slow down, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? If you cool with things going at the pace it's going at, but you know what I'm saying, there's some things you gotta say with your chest before you for real take it there, that's okay. At the end of the day, this decision is yours. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to remember the decision goes both ways. And you can plan for what you want to say, how you want to respond, all that. But the one thing you can't prepare for, divine feminine, is their response. Because free will is a thing. And you have to be willing to accept whatever answer you get. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is somebody, I'm not saying this is the case, but maybe this is somebody who you want something serious with, and they just thought y'all was casually dating. You know? Like, it wasn't serious, like, yeah, I'm dating you, but I'm dating other people too. And you don't do that, divine feminine. So now you're scared, you're trying to pump your brakes, you're beating yourself up, like, dang, I had a little bit too much fun, like, a little bit too honest, I scared him out. That's okay. But my point is, the only way to truly gauge how you're going to be in your next situation is to actually be in a situation. Know what I'm saying? And you have to adjust, like, accordingly. And if on the flip side, let's say you don't mess up at all, let's say you stick to your boundaries, you know what I'm saying, and things are so hot and heavy, things are so perfect, you know what I'm saying, that kiss happened and you want to do more, you gotta hurry up and rush up out of there, but you make it home, you know what I'm saying, with just the kiss, it was excellent, you feeling it, you vibing, you happy, you satisfied. But he expected more, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to go a little bit further than it went. And when you have this conversation, you know what I'm saying, he like, I'm not looking for anything serious. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm just casually dating right now. Like, that's not what I want. True discipline, divine feminine, is sticking to what you want regardless of what he says. Period. If it's your person, for whoever got this question, if it's your person, your standards aren't going to be too much for them. When a man truly wants you, divine feminine, period, and fellas, correct me if I'm wrong, but if a man truly wants you, truly wants to fuck with you like that, truly wants something serious with you, truly wants to lock you down, you set the standard. They'll wait for what they feel like is worth waiting on. You know what I'm saying? They'll put in the work to pull you, because a lot of females undermine that by saying, like, guys are all about the chase, but they're supposed to be. Just like we're taught to be damsel in distresses and make a man open your door and, you know what I'm saying, pull out your chair. I'm talking about old school people, but I'm saying like things we were taught before the world got ratchet, right? There's levels to this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's society norms that you don't necessarily have to live by, but that don't take away from the fact that they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a plain one that everybody knows about. Some people think you're a hoe if you sleep with a nigga on the first date, right? Everybody don't think that way, but that's the societal norm that most people are taught, right? But I mean, if you feeling it, he feeling it, you comfortable with it, he comfortable with it, know what I'm saying? You get what you want, he get what he want, y'all both go home happy. How is that wrong? Know what I'm saying? Every person is an individual, so every situation is going to be individualistic. You can't compare what you're doing to what somebody else is doing, and just because they do it different from you, it don't make it right or wrong. It just make it your situation, your shit, the shit you in. You feel me? Don't nobody know you but like you, and don't nobody know him like him. And when you're getting to know each other, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know more, yeah, ask those questions. Know what I'm saying? Have these kind of conversations. Because if y'all can't even have these kind of conversations, then how are you comfortable going that far? Like, realistically, if you are scared to ask a man, like, what's his standards in terms of fucking with females, then, and you don't even know how, like, what makes you comfortable enough to actually fuck him? What if he goes against everything you know you want right now? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't even know what y'all want, but you know what you don't want. And what if everything you don't want is how he moves? And a lot of females fuck up, and a lot of males fuck up because they don't find that out before they start dealing with each other. They just start fucking with each other. And when you haven't dealt with someone in a long time, anything's better than nothing. I'm not saying you'll lay down with anybody. Give me an example, Father. If I'm hungry, right, and I ain't ate a real meal, I'm not talking about like food, like I haven't ate, but I haven't ate a real meal in months. I've been eating noodles and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but my stomach is craving a steak, right? And finally, know what I'm saying, I go to this restaurant and my chef tells me, know what I'm saying, he knows how to cook anything I want, right? And now all of a sudden, so I tell him, ooh, I want a steak, right? Know what I'm saying? I spill all the tea, you know what I'm saying, on the date. I spill all the tea to the chef about what I'm looking for, because that's normally how conversations go when you're dealing with somebody new. Know what I'm saying? You tell them what you're looking for, your likes, your dislikes, how the last nigga fucked up, how the last female fucked up, know what I'm saying, what you're trying to do different, know what I'm saying, what you sucked at. Like, if you're having real conversations, the shit get deep, right? And it's, some people are scared to put themselves out there like that in the beginning because, you know what I'm saying, if you give somebody that kind of information, they know exactly how to get at you to make themselves look like what you say you wanted, right? And on top of that, a lot of people in the beginning, you don't meet the real them, you meet their representative, meaning they're being their best self for you on this date. They're managing you on their best behavior according to what you say, know what I'm saying, you feeling and not feeling. Know what I'm saying? Because their end goal, know what I'm saying, is I need her to eat the steak up. Know what I'm saying? Native steak, right? And you've been wanting the steak so fucking bad, Divine Feminine. God is saying, don't automatically assume that just because there's something that looks like a steak in front of you is what you actually want. Know what I'm saying? Because what if you eat your steak well done? You feel me? And that bitch seared nice and crispy on the outside, Divine Feminine. The package is nice and crispy, and it looks like a perfectly well done steak, and you don't even take the time to cut and evaluate how well it's been cooked. You so fucking hungry, you just bite into that bitch, and you have to discover after the fact. Know what I'm saying? Spitting shit out of your napkin like, oh my gosh, ew, that was rare. I like my shit well done. And you look down and now you're disgusted because the shit is bleeding. You feel me? And that's why God is saying, like, the time is necessary. The conversations are necessary. The trial and error period are necessary. Don't expect perfection when you can't give perfection. You've been out of the game for a long time. And saying what you want and actually being able to do what you want, know what I'm saying, is two different things. I could say I'm going to be healthy in my next relationship all the fuck I want to, but if the new relationship does something that triggers me and you reminded me of something this last nigga did, like, no, red flag, I'm out, I ain't got time for that, I ain't putting up with that. Is that me being healed? Truly, are they fucking up or am I? Because a healthy version of me, if I was truly healed, even if I was triggered by something you did because of the last nigga did that and I recognize it in you, yeah, that's only step one. Now I have to be able to communicate my needs. Hey, look, bruh, I already know it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but what you just did, I've seen that before. You feel me? And last time I seen that, I realized it's not something I like, it's not something I can tolerate, it's not something I fuck with, because it makes me do this, and this. You know what I'm saying? You get this kind of reaction from me, and that's not really how I'm trying to move out here. You feel me? So I would appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't see that kind of behavior anymore, because I'm letting you know right now, I can't rock with it. You feel me? And then you have to actually give them the opportunity to say yay or nay. Like, cool, I can handle that, my bad, you know what I'm saying? Healed is being able to discuss that shit both ways, you know what I'm saying? Take what come at you and move on with your desired result. You know what I'm saying? If he's not willing to give you what you want in that moment, are you going to settle for less or are you going to keep it moving? Know what I'm saying? You can't. Know what I'm saying? There is such a thing as compromise, but there's also a thing called collaboration. And you don't always have to lose in a situation to get your way. Like, it don't always have to be a you lose something, I lose something, but you gain something and I gain something too. Know what I'm saying? I much prefer collaboration where we both just winning. Know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, you gotta remember, he don't know you either. Like, my bad, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know shorty. Like, maybe his last bitch was cool with that. Maybe his last bitch was so cool with that, he think it's normal. Maybe he ain't never seen no other way to do it. Maybe you're the only version of healthy he's been introduced to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you gotta baby him every step of the way, but you do have to have patience. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect somebody to give you grace in areas you need grace, but you're not willing to give them any. It's a relationship is a give or take thing. If you go into it stubborn, like, I'm not willing to bend, change, like, you're never gonna be in a relationship. It's over before it starts, Divine Feminine. And God is saying, like, you're ready to have fun. Know what I'm saying? You've been looking at, know what I'm saying, examples of what you want for a long time. But at the end of the day, it's he who finds a wife, finds a good thing. Know what I'm saying? It's not your job to be out here looking for a man. And if you truly attract what you are, know what I'm saying, it's stepping stones to the shit. Like, the whole point of dating ain't necessarily saying the first person I find is supposed to be my match. Know what I'm saying? Some of these dates you go on just to see that you're not ready. Some of these dates you gonna go on show you, okay, know what I'm saying, I got this, and this right with him, but in terms of this, and this, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And you can keep trying with this person if they're willing to keep trying with you, or you can move on to the next. It's your call. But the point is, if every time something goes wrong in a relationship, you throw it away because you're looking at what the other person did wrong, you're never gonna move forward in a realistic manner, because the common denominator in all your failed relationships, Divine Feminine, is you. And that's some truth for your ass. Like, it's so quick to point the finger at the other person. Like, if you ask most people why their last relationship ended, it's very rare to find someone that be like, I fucked up because I did this, and this. And it got to a point where, you know what I'm saying, he just wasn't fucking with it. You feel me? Or, like, most people state all the stuff that they did, the other person did wrong, and they act like they didn't play no part in it. And if you can't take accountability for where you go wrong, you're never going to truly fix something so that you can have a healthy relationship. You're going to feel like you're getting the same person over and over again in a different body. Divine Feminine. And so, is this a real thing or a summer fling for you, Divine Feminine? It's truly up to you. Is it? With this Lovers card being out here, it has the potential to be. Do you have love to give? Yes. But free will is the thing. It goes both ways. You can choose somebody, but they gotta choose you back. And I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying, if you're always guarded and you're not willing to collaborate, you're not willing to compromise, you're not willing to truly put in the work, if your mind is just already made up about everything, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be over before it starts. Because you are moving so fast and impulsively that you never get past the surface level. It's never going to get deep. You want something real, but you never allow enough time to pass for shit to truly get deep. You're just dealing with a whole lot of people you never truly gets to know. You know them on surface level. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to do different, Divine Feminine. Like, I don't care if you've been talking to somebody for years in your past, right? In your past, you talk to people for years. Weeks, months, years. Some it got to the point where some of them, years. But did you truly know who that person was? No. Because even when they were showing you who they were, you made excuses for them. You told yourself what you needed to hear. Like, one thing I could say about this type of Divine Feminine is, when you like somebody, and this is why you're so guarded, and this is why God is telling you move impulsively and too fast, and you need to slow down. And this is why it's important for you to truly learn how to love yourself before you hop in another relationship. Because you loving in yourself, Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine on this part, you loving yourself is what sets the standard on what you accept in terms of how other people treat you. If you don't love yourself, you have nothing to go off of. If you one of them people who's telling yourself, I don't believe in love, I've never been in love, I don't know what love is, you need to be by yourself. You don't need to be looking for a partner. Because your first love should be you. I feel like we don't normalize this enough. People say that your first love is your father, your first love is your mother, your parents, blah, blah, blah. Some people don't got parents. Let's keep it all the way real. Once you're at an age where you feel like you're ready to be loved by a significant other, your assignment, your first assignment becomes, how to love on you. And some of y'all jump in relationships so fast. Like, some of y'all been having boyfriends since y'all was 14, 15, 16, 17, etc. all night life. You feel me? My point is, you started young, and what you consider, what older people was looking at like puppy love, you considered it real love. And it's okay to have that kind of commitment, know what I'm saying, when it's a healthy commitment. But most relationships, like the very first ones, they teach you two things. One, that you're capable of making that kind of space in your life for someone else. And two, like, it's meant for you to get your heart broken. Know what I'm saying? Most first relationships, it's very rare for people to fall in love with the first person they meet ever, and it's just there and they just know. Most people like that were raised in those kind of households where they had a healthy example. They got to see, you know what I'm saying, their mother and their father together, and how a real man is supposed to treat, you know what I'm saying, a woman, and they had a healthy example of what love looked like in front of it, so they already had advantage in terms of what they were looking for. Know what I'm saying? And they knew from a very early age to focus on themselves. Love will come later. And when it did, by the time they got to high school, because most of the time that's when it happened, by the time they get to middle school, they have an idea. By the time they got to high school and they're becoming a young adult, they got it figured out. And if the man reciprocates the energy that they're looking for, you know what I'm saying, the example that they actually had, they know, hey, that's him. And most girls can gauge guys like that. But problem is in our society today, most people don't come from homes like that no more. Let's just be real. And a lot of people don't have that example anymore. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? But an everyday, in-your-face example like that, a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? The divorce rate is very high. The single parent rate, very high. You know what I'm saying? So it's safe to say you ain't the only one out here divine feminine that's failing in relationships, and that's cool. But we also know that hurt people, and once people go through the heartbreaks, you know what I'm saying, the only way to have a healthy relationship after that is if you heal. And if they heal, but healing isn't normalized. You know what I'm saying? Not in our world, not today, not no more. You know what I'm saying? Healing is old fashioned. Healing is simping. Healing is a whole lot of gang shit that people just not with no more. You feel me? And just like hurt people, heal people won't heal people. You know what I'm saying? Because once you put in that kind of work to heal, it's not easy to do. It's not. The hardest person to face in the mirror every day is yourself, because you're always going to be your biggest critic. But once you get good at that shit and you loving who you see in the mirror every day, and you get good at taking care of yourself, and you build up your own self-esteem and your own self-worth and your own self-confidence and your own self-respect, you demand that shit. You know what I'm saying? It gets to a point where you demand that shit, male or female. So you can't be out here being an unhealed version of yourself, divine feminine, not willing to put in the work, expecting the man to do all the fucking work, and you ain't gotta do nothing but sit there and be cute and be pretty, because I can cook and I can clean and I can cater to your needs, and you become a yes ma'am. And what about you? His needs being met, but are yours? You know what I'm saying? Do you even know what your true needs are? You feel me? And it's sad to say a lot of females don't even consider that. Okay, good. You can get a man. You cute. You fine. Your face card never decline. Right? You can get a man, but can you keep one? Just like all females don't like a dude who just come in and like, hey, I got money, I got bread. And there's some females out there like, I got a bag too. What else you got? You feel me? Just like the bag alone ain't enough for a lot of females. You being cute and you know how to cook and you know how to clean, that shit alone ain't enough no more. Guys want females that are emotionally intelligent, emotionally available. Know what I'm saying? Nurturing. Somebody who knows how to be soft. Somebody who knows how to actually be a partner. Somebody who knows how to communicate. Know what I'm saying? Somebody who knows how to adapt to any circle he brings them in. You gotta know how to present yourself in a way when he bringing you around his friends, and you can be polite but not friendly. You feel me? And it's okay to be sexy and confident in your own skin, but once you in a partnership, that's for your man. You shouldn't be entertaining other niggas out here, flirting with other niggas out here, laughing and giggling and thinking that shit cute, because they thinking you cute. Because guess what? If you let them slide, they will. But who fault is that? Them or yours? Because you the one in a relationship. Know what I'm saying? And if your man don't like that shit and you supposed to care about his feelings and his needs, know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? And it's fucked up when he do it, right? But it's okay when you, like, all that shit matters on both sides, is my point. You feel me? And just like you don't want, like, your man being out here being for everybody, and I'm not saying you are, I'm just using this as an example because it's very relevant in today. Like, sometimes time is all a nigga want. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, them meals and stuff, like, I ain't from the 50s, I ain't from the 60s. Them meals and shit that you cooking, that's just, like, soft. It ain't about the fucking food, it's about that you thought about him enough to cook for him. You feel me? And if you're doing all that shit, are you doing it for somebody who's actually worth it? You giving him wifey privileges, but is he giving you husband privileges? Is he providing for you like that? Is he taking care of you like that? He reciprocating that energy or not? Because if you doing all that shit and it's not being reciprocated, you're wasting your time. It ain't a meal good enough. Know what I'm saying? It ain't a dress pretty enough. It ain't makeup expensive enough. Know what I'm saying? To cover up your unhealed trauma. Know what I'm saying? You can't fuck your way into a marriage. Know what I'm saying? You can't fuck your way into a nigga heart. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but Father said I needed to say it just like that. Because some of y'all, that's the mistakes y'all been making. What, Buddha? It ain't, even when you're in a relationship, like, you're supposed to consider the other person, but it ain't about the other person. It's still all about you. It's not selfish unless you handle them selfishly. Know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to be the person you want. Know what I'm saying? I was saying that earlier in one of my posts. Like, if I want someone who knows how to communicate well with me, because in my last relationship I was very verbally abused, and so a lot of words that I feel like are disrespectful and all that stuff is a trigger for me now. And so moving forward, I learned that I want a man who communicates healthy, in a healthy manner, right? But if every time I get upset, I just pop off and I'm, you know what I'm saying, flashing and very disrespectful with the tongue. Even if I ain't disrespectful with my tongue, I'm disrespectful with my tone. I'm disrespectful to my environment. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit matters. Like, sometimes it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. Sometimes it ain't what you said, it's where you said it at. You know what I'm saying? Because we can have this argument all day when it's me and you. You feel me? But there's no reason why me and you should be fighting like this in front of my mama. There's no reason why me and you should be fighting like this in front of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why me and you should be fighting like this in front of my motherfucking job. You feel me? It's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's right and wrong ways to handle situations. And a lot of y'all want that for yourselves, but you ain't put in the work to know how to do that when it's required from you. And that's why God is saying in a lot of these situations, Divine Feminine, you're moving too fast. Because you're only looking at things, thank you, Father, from a surface level. And that's how you keep getting heartbroken. And like, at the end of the day, you're still healing. And it's okay to heal with someone, but you got to make sure y'all on the same journey. And you need to move as slow as you need to go. And before you expect anything from anyone, you have to give it to yourself first. You're not allowed to ask somebody to do something you're not even willing to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't get offended by a man who, you know what I'm saying, wants to take you to, what's the restaurant they be clowning? Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Knowing good and well your ass go there at least once a month. Every time they drop them dollar margaritas, but for a day it's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead I want to go to Roof Chris, but you ain't never been to Roof Chris the day in your life because you simply can't afford it. It ain't in your budget. Right? And it ain't fucked up for a man to say, hey, let's go to Applebee's, and you just clown a nigga like you can't afford Ruth Chris. He like, nah, my car insurance due. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he ain't got it. He just ain't trying to waste it on the wrong things. He takes care of his responsibilities first. What you really want, a responsible man or a flashy one? Because you said you wanted a responsible one, but you get mad every time this nigga not your type of flashy. That kind of example. Father said, you don't want a woman that's for the streets. I guess it's flipping. I'm about to go into divine masculine. You don't want a woman that's for the streets, but every time a female comes up to you and says she wants something serious, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You single. You out here. You living your best life. And the truth of the matter is, you don't want to truly be single. You really are looking for somebody you can spend that type of time with. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have anybody specific in mind, so you just playing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? When she do it, she a hoe, but when you do it, what's that called? You get offended when people say you got community dick, but you put yourself out here like you fucking with any and everybody, like you have no standards. You want a woman with standards, but you have none. How that work? You can go outside. You're not supposed to be on my bed anyway. Come on. So divine masculine, we flipping it. It's showtime, bruh. Because God said, like, the summertime thing, thank you, Father. He said the summertime thing and the summertime fling, that's just a concept. That's just a perspective. What you want? What you want for real? Divine feminine, long story short, from your reading, Booski, you're still healing. And it's okay to put yourself out there because you do. It's time. It's time to test the waters. But you need to understand that, you know what I'm saying, your definition of boring when you were alone all that time wasn't God sitting you down and saying, hey, you need to be in a house. It wasn't a punishment for your last relationship failing. God was teaching you how to be comfortable by yourself so that you had time to get to know yourself in a way to set new standards, because the last standards you had didn't work out for you very well. It put you right back in a position you didn't want to be in. Single and hurt and healing. Again. And God is saying this crazy for y'all to be out here expecting different results but doing the exact same thing. Divine masculine, I'm hearing, oh look. Divine masculine, God says you get bored and uninterested in females very easily because you look at them all like they want something from you. Like they just want what you got. Know what I'm saying? Shit you work very hard for. Shit you don't want to give to just anybody. Some of y'all divine flashy as, I work hard for this shit. I work hard. I play hard. Know what I'm saying? Cool. Cool. Know what I'm saying? You call it flashy. I'll call it confidence. Cool. Right? But if you out here flashing your money, know what I'm saying, and you just got it like that, or at least that's how you're presenting yourself. Know what I'm saying? By putting it out there like that. Know what I'm saying? Because when it's out there like that, you got it to give. You got it to spend. Because be honest with yourself. When you truly want something and you truly stacking up your racks, right? Know what I'm saying? You truly got a goal in mind. Like, yep, I'm about to, give me an example, father. I'm about to get me a new car. Right? Divine masculine, I'm about to get me a new car. And you got all this money. You know what I'm saying? You proud of yourself, right? This your money right here. This your bankroll, divine masculine, right? And you proud of yourself. You at home counting that shit like, yeah, nigga, almost there. Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5 ends, right? 5 ends. But this your car money. Why you posting that shit, bruh? Like, you just got it like that. And not only are you posting it, like, flashing that shit, like, it's up for grabs, like, you literally posting captions that say that shit. Nothing to me. Know what I'm saying? Nigga just got it like that. Racks on racks on racks on racks on racks. Don't even holler at me if you ain't got this type of money in the bank. You ain't on my fucking level. You feel me? Get up. Get on my level. Get like me. Right? All that bullshit. Divine masculine. And then you get mad when females come at you for your fucking money. And you grown, so you don't feel the need to explain yourself to anyone, right? Because just because I got 5 G's don't mean I gotta spend it on you, and you're absolutely right. But don't be mad at me for asking for that shit. You feel me? When y'all made it apparent that the type of bitches y'all want out here, according to societal norms, is a bad bitch. All I gotta do is sit and look pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for me to be high maintenance. It's okay for me to want my nails done, my hair done, everything done. My nigga gonna drop a bag on me, you know what I'm saying? He got it like that. I want a boss, you a boss. I'm trying to fuck with you. Right? And then when she put her hand out, she'll gold digger. But you flossing it like you got it like that. Pick a side, bruh. Pick a motherfucking side. If you want a female that's not gonna come at you for your money, stop putting that shit on display. See what happens when you're not flashy at all. See what happens when you being yourself on a leisure day and you go to fucking Stater Bros in some goddamn basketball shorts and a wife being flip-flops because it's hot and pull a bitch. Because if it ain't about your money, it shouldn't be about like what you got on and shit neither, right? Instead, y'all look down on bitches y'all can pull when y'all in y'all basketball shorts and tank tops and flip-flops. Like, oh, she cool with a bummy ass nigga. Or she just don't care if you got a fucking bag cause she got her own. Or there's more important shit to her because she got a bag. Or she wants to actually take the time to get to know you, and she realizes that there's nothing wrong with a motherfucker going to goddamn Stater Bros in basketball shorts and a white bee. Cause she up in that bitch with a tank top and some jeans on. Cause she was just running to the store too. But she got a basket full of groceries. You know what I'm saying? And her household is fed and her rent is paid, and she really want to take the time to get to know a nigga. So when she see you and she think you cute in basketball fucking shorts and you give shorty your fucking number, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't have to be all extravagant to do that shit. It's safe to say she might be worth getting to know a little more because she's different from the shit you complaining about. You feel me, bro? Let's get this out reader. Let's go 10 cards for Divine Masculine. Because I heard some of y'all over there judging Divine Feminine like y'all don't do the same shit in a different way. So let's get into it. Oh, you wanna know. That shit flying out too. And I'm not even saying all this shit to piss y'all off And I promise I'm not judging, but I do need y'all to look at both sides of the spectrum, and I do need y'all to take accountability for how y'all be putting yourself out here. And then y'all get mad when y'all, what y'all want, know what I'm saying, ain't presented. You're attracting things you don't want because you're presenting yourself in a way that you're not for real. You feel me? You're not flashy 7 days out of the week. Know what I'm saying? Most times, most niggas who got bags like that is because they working 5 days a week to get that shit. You feel me? They ain't got time to entertain everybody. That's the truth. They don't have hella bitches. You know what I'm saying? They got hella options, but they don't have hella bitches because they don't truly have time to entertain every female, you know what I'm saying, that want to be entertained by them. Because they too busy getting to their fucking bag. But if you out here presenting yourself like you that nigga, you know what I'm saying, that nigga that, you know what I'm saying, flashes his money on fucking social media and got bags to fucking waste and drop on bitches regardless of who the bitch is, as long as she's sitting fucking pretty, you know what I'm saying, and that's what the fuck you gonna get. But anyways, your cards is, you got the 10 of Wands in reverse, you got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the High Priestess in reverse, you got the 10 of Cups, you got the Star card, you got the 3 of Cups, you got the Queen of Wands in reverse, you got the King of Pentacles, you got the 4 of Cups in reverse, and you got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Divine Masculine. I'm hearing like some of y'all was getting defensive at like my little intuitive rant. That's what I heard call it. My intuitive rant that I dropped before I even pulled y'all cards. You know what I'm saying? It was like Divine Masculine / Divine Feminine, because both of y'all fucking do it. 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Truth of the matter is, Divine Masculine, you're in a mind frame, bruh, where you're making investments. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to be on no bullshit. Period. You feel like you've bullshitted enough. You laid that burden down. You was doing too much. Know what I'm saying? You hurt yourself. Know what I'm saying? You hurt your pockets. You feel me? You hurt your surroundings. Know what I'm saying? You hurt your, give it to me, Father. You hurt your image. You bruised your own ego. Right? Like, you was expecting everything to be all good, and a lot of shit went bad. Know what I'm saying? When you was doing whatever the fuck you was doing. Right? You wasn't using your intuition. Possibly you got played. Know what I'm saying? Huge possibility of masculine. You feel like you got played. Or you feel like you wasted your time on something. Or you wasted your resources on something. Know what I'm saying? And now you're just trying to get back to your place of peace. You're just trying to get back to your status quo, your norm, the simple things. Know what I'm saying? You just want to be okay. You just want to be cool. You're in a place where you're healing too. Know what I'm saying? You feeling real vulnerable right now. Know what I'm saying? It's like you're open to new possibilities. You're not trying to shut nothing out, but at the same time, that's your version of guarded. I'm not with the bullshit. I ain't got no time for people who ain't on what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? If I do decide to go out, if I do decide to kick it, if I do decide to let my hair down and have fun, it's gonna be with a selective few. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with nobody, know what I'm saying, right now. I'm all about me. You know what I'm saying? My biggest want right now is what the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? You can be a part of that, but you can't be all of that. I'm no longer putting all my eggs in one basket. That shit didn't work out for me. I'm done doing that. You know what I'm saying? Only person who ended up unhappy in that situation, me. I invested in the other motherfuckers. You good, you straight, I got left hanging. Now you're committed. You're committed to getting your way, doing things your way, having your way. Huh?
You a pleaser?
Yeah.
You please?
No, I'm doing my video.
You told the car when you had to get inside?
Hold on, y'all. Die! The car! Bring this to your sister. But yeah, you're doing what you want, saying what you want, getting what you want by your goddamn self. Your biggest commitment right now is to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't knocking new opportunities from coming your way. You just ain't out there looking for the shit no more. Divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? You learned your lesson. You know what I'm saying? The same shit divine feminine going through right now, you just been through that shit. I feel like at this point, divine masculine, for whichever divine masculine I'm talking to those who feel like they really are in a place to lead the divine feminines that they're dealing with or have dealt with. You learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You literally had to walk away from things that weren't serving you, or somebody walked away from you because you fucked up with them and it taught you something. You know what I'm saying? So now you're on a journey of offering things to your motherfucking self. And you're moving as slow as you want to, as slow as you feel like you need to, in order to get your wish fulfillment at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no problem walking away from shit that didn't do nothing but put you in a mental fucking prison anyway. It was a whole lot of shit that made you feel, give me the word, Father, stagnant, stuck in one spot, like your life was on repeat, like you was doing the same shit over and over and over again, like on a fucking hamster wheel, and you trying to move forward, but it finally dawned on you that your ass was just running in place. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to get the change results that you want, it requires changed behavior. You know what I'm saying? And you realize you was being real foolish about something. So this time around, instead of being foolish about shit, you're going to take leaps of faith towards what you really fucking want. You're balancing your shit out. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you're focused on balancing your shit out. You know what I'm saying? You're paying off your debts. You're disciplining yourself so you don't get in debt again. You feel me? On top of that, you're letting go you're letting go of, I'm hearing unhealthy habits, unhealthy ways of thinking. Thank you, Father. You know what I'm saying? You're not keeping shit bottled in no more. You know what I'm saying? You're saying shit with your chest right now. It's like, when I keep how I feel to myself, the only person is hurting is me. You know what I'm saying? This is a divine masculine that, in a sense, you relate to divine, you resonate to the divine feminine message that I just gave, because that's what you did in your past. You threw yourself out there like you was ready for shit just to get hit upside your head and realize once you already went too far that that's not what you really was trying to be on for real. You know what I'm saying? You are someone who appeals to the aesthetic of things. Like for it to keep calling you flashy, but this 10 of cups being out here, it's like, you know what you want, and you know what you're looking for in the physical sense. Like that, again, the divine feminine shit, at face value, you know what you want. But you're realizing when you started to dig deeper, like, it was nothing for you to go get the shit you wanted at face value. You know what I'm saying? And this doesn't necessarily have to be a person. This could be with a thing too. Like, let's say you're someone, using the example I used earlier, who wanted to buy a new car, right? You know exactly what car you want to buy, right? And you start saving up for that bitch. I got racks for this car. 1 band, 2 band, 3 band, 4 band, 5 bands, right? And the car was $4,999. So boom, now you got enough for your car, right? And in the past, that was your big boss move. Boom, $5,000 cash. Give me my card. Run me my keys, right? That's what you was on. And God said that made you wise enough to realize once you buy a car, you gotta put gas in that bitch. And you gotta have car insurance. And your registration gotta stay up to date so your tax can be good, and you ain't gotta be looking over your shoulder for the police all the fucking time every time you wanna go out. And know what I'm saying? And if something were to happen to your car, God forbid, know what I'm saying, you gonna need to be able to maintenance that bitch, which comes along with that AAA bill, right? And so this time around, that's how you bumped your head last time. You know what I'm saying? You still obtain your goal of getting the car, right? But all you cared about was getting the car. That's what I mean by face value. Okay, cool. You got what you wanted at face value. But were you prepared for that shit for real? Now that you've experienced all that, you don't think so. Because after you got the car, I was like, damn, this car no $300? And really, I only get like an extra $120 a month. You feel me? So that $180 is something now you gotta hustle for every month. And in order to hustle for that, that's more work you gotta put in every month. And now what looks like a blessing at face value, this car that you just for sure knew you wanted, it started to feel more like a burden. Because when you couldn't pay that $300 every month, now you gotta worry about them coming to repossess your shit. You know what I'm saying? Robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? If I pay my fucking car note this month, cool, but that mean I gotta shortchange these motherfuckers on the light bill. And then when I can pay the light bill, that mean I gotta shortchange these motherfuckers on the, you know what I'm saying? Something else. And it was just a repetitive cycle of shit you just weren't expecting, weren't prepared for. You know what I'm saying? You knew about it, but you didn't really prepare for that shit. You didn't think it would get that deep. You thought you could handle it because, I mean, you are responsible with money. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in that moment, it was more than you could bear. You feel me? And you managed to get out of that. Woo, clean slate. You pulled it off, right? Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you lost your car and now you're in a position where you got to get another one, right? But God is saying, based on this spread, you learn from that mistake. So this time around, when it's time to buy a car, you like, fuck all that. Now you using your wisdom that you gained and you're applying it to your current situation, which is why you're not on no bullshit. Right? Now when you go to the car lot, it's like, alright nigga, yeah, can I afford that car that say 5? You thinking, can I afford that car that say 5 G's? Yeah. Know what I'm saying? But do I want to put myself in a position where I can't handle that every month? Fuck no. So maybe I'm going to go look at, know what I'm saying, something that's similar to what I want. Because at the end of the day, what you want is a car. Know what I'm saying? And do that car look cool? Yeah, but there's other cars on this fucking lot that look cool too. And I didn't even give them the time of day last time I came up here. I didn't even bother to look at nothing else last time I came up here. I knew what the fuck I wanted. I knew I could get it. I got it and I ran with it. Right? And you never expected to have all them other issues with that car, but you did. Right? So this time around, it's like, alright, I gotta make decisions based off more than just the aesthetically pleasing shit, the face value shit. Know what I'm saying? Now, know what I'm saying? What that gas mileage looking like? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? What that APR look like? Know what I'm saying? What's the note on this car look like? Know what I'm saying? You feel me? And you care more about other things. That's a lesson. Long story short, that's a lesson you learned from your last situation. Long story short, you refuse to be left out in the cold, asked out again for a situation where, know what I'm saying, you just wanted what you wanted. Now you're looking for something, not only is it what you want, but it fits you. Know what I'm saying? You wanted a truck. Know what I'm saying? Does it have to be a fucking Suburban? Does it have to be a 3-seater when it's just you, my nigga? Does it have to be a 3-seater when you only got 2 kids? You feel me? You can't settle for that. Give me Tahoe. It's still a big body truck. You can still throw rims on that bitch. It's still in the color you want. You can still fucking have your fucking 15s that fit in the fucking back. You know what I'm saying? It's still manageable, is my point. It can still accomplish everything you want that shit to accomplish. It's just a different brand, right? Father is saying don't get caught up on the aesthetics. Point blank period, divine masculine. Don't get caught up on the what you see is what you get, because that ain't always the truth. You feel me? Father is saying you learn how to dig deeper. Know what I'm saying? What good is a bitch that look good, know what I'm saying, and she'll let you smash, but everything else about her is trash. She can't hold a conversation. She's selfish as fuck. Her mouth is toxic. She too fucking friendly. Right? God is saying, what good is, know what I'm saying, getting that first job you got offered if all it does is pay the bare minimums? Know what I'm saying? You giving up all your fucking sleep. It's too hard on your fucking body. The drive is just ridiculously far away from your fucking house, and you're fucking miserable there. Your boss is low key racist, and you're only making enough to fucking barely pay the rent and bills. You feel me? God is saying it's cool to take your time and shop around. It's cool to take your time and look around. It's cool to give yourself time to figure out what you truly want. And there's nothing wrong with doing things for yourself, by yourself. But in order to do things for yourself and by yourself, you actually have to know yourself. And God is saying, if you spending all your time, giving all your time trying to please him and her and her and him and him, like too busy being flashy, trying to make them think you got it like that, when you know deep down, know what I'm saying, it's not even what you own every day. The only person that puts a burden on in the long run is you. The only person that fucks shit up for is you. If you go and spend all your money in a club on bottle service, or you go and spend all your money at the table at the casino because you rolling with niggas that do the same shit. Truth of the matter is, divine masculine, a lot of the people that run in these circles that you starting to feel like you've outgrown is because you have. They doing that shit and they cool with it because they cool with being bums. They cool with living at their mama house. They cool with living off their baby mama. And you're a man's man. You don't want nobody taking care of you. You want to be able to take care of yourself. So when you ain't got your own money in your own pocket, you feel some kind of way and they cool with it. Know what I'm saying? So they willing to go back to the casino next weekend to spend all their money again on bottle service in fucking the blackjack table. And this weekend you thinking, I'm staying in the house. My car insurance due next weekend. And that don't make you a fucking lame. That makes you fucking responsible. That makes you a man for real. That's a real flex. And God is saying He's sitting some of y'all down and making some of y'all reevaluate yourselves, whether you choose to do this alone or not. Know what I'm saying? The suggestion is to do it alone, because you're healing too, bruh. And how you gonna get to know yourself the way you want to get to know yourself when you're in a relationship, and part of being in a relationship is catering to the other person's needs too, and considering the other person's feelings, wants, needs, all that. You still haven't even learned how to do that for yourself. And a lot of y'all find yourselves unhappy in these relationships because you keep putting yourself in a position where you have to do that for somebody else before you even do it for yourself. Because as a man, again, I said, whoever this divine masculine is, you're a man's man. So you refuse to be with a female who you feel like you can't take care of or do something for. You refuse to be with the female you feel like you can't add value to. You ain't trying to be out here looking like no lame ass, buster ass, bum ass, sucker ass nigga. Long story short. You that nigga, right? God is saying He changing your definition of what that nigga is. Because what's in your head and what's in your heart ain't matching the shit you've been doing. And the persona in your case is putting yourself out there in the world like you cool with what you've been doing. But when you get time to yourself, it bothers you. What you say you want it and what you want for real. How you been moving and how you really want to move. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this shit. But you know that. And God is saying, again, you're going to know better way before you actually do better. After not knowing better for so long, it's a process in terms of being able to actually do better. Which is why you can resonate with the divine feminine part of this reading. Because she know better and she trying to do better now too. But that takes work on yourself. And this is a season where everybody outside, everybody showing out, everybody that nigga, everybody that bitch, or you've constantly been surrounded by them type of people, you know, that put themselves out there like that. And God is saying, instead of just going off of face value, even if you kick it with a whole bunch of people who, know what I'm saying, put themselves out there like they got it like that. And God is saying, truth is, some of the people you kick it with probably really do got it like that. But instead of just trying to get like them at face value, sit down and have conversations with some of these people and ask them what it took to get in the position they in right now, so they can tell you all the shit that goes on behind the scenes under the surface. Know what I'm saying? Dig deeper than that, because they'll quickly tell you it's a lot of work and it's not easy. Know what I'm saying? Every day is a hustle. Every day, it never stops. Every day you're gonna be out here grinding for something new, putting in the work, and you're not doing it for nobody else. You're doing it for you. You to get to the position where you can do it for other people too. That's gonna become the bonus. That's gonna become the flex. You feel me? Because even when you can do all the things you want to do for yourself, you're still going to be bored with it. Because it's just going to feel like all work. Because taking care of you in your head is the bare minimum. Of course, I'm taking care of myself. I'm supposed to be able to do that. I'm a man, right? Know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you flexing until you can fucking spread your wealth. God is saying, stop spreading your wealth before you retire it completely. You feel me? Quit giving your wealth out to people, places, things, and behaviors before you invest it in yourself. If you really want to buy whatever car that is and you can't afford it right now, then why are you going to give your paychecks to clubs and bottle services and liquor stores and dispensaries and casinos and clubs and etc.? Sometimes you need the discipline to sit your ass down You know what I'm saying? And don't look at you sitting your ass down like you being bored. Don't look at you sitting your ass down like you missing out. Look at your ass sitting down like this is a means to an end. This is me being on my man shit. Me being able to sit down like this to get what the fuck I want is the flex. God is saying you need to change how you looking at things too. Know what I'm saying? Because they can say whatever the fuck they want to say when you're sitting in the house and they don't understand what you're doing because you're moving in silence. Because you do that. But guess what? When you pop out and the shit you've been working on and the shit you've been working for, you ain't gotta say nothing. The conversation gonna change. All by itself. You ain't gotta be flashy. They gonna be flashy for you. Know what I'm saying? Like, okay, nigga, this shoe, I see you the right masculine. This shit clean, boy. Know what I'm saying? Where you get this? That's the flex. You feel me? And that shit paid for. And you got insurance. And your tax up to date. And you can go wherever the fuck you want. And your gas tank on full. That's the flex. And you did that shit. And can't nobody take that away from you. That's the flex. Be impressed with your motherfucking self. You did it. I'm proud of you. You feel me? That's the flex. When you can say, I'm proud of me. You don't need nobody else patting you on the back. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is something to be cocky about. That is something to be very confident about. That is something to be able to hold your head up high about. It's not a front. You did that shit. Because anything less is bullshit. If that's what you want for real. And your spread is saying that's what you want for real. So, your advice, Divine Masculine, is to figure out what you truly willing to sacrifice. Are you going to continue sacrificing the things that you truly want for temporary fixes? Shit you can get right now that don't matter to you for real. Shit you have no intention on actually investing in, holding on to. Know what I'm saying? You ain't got no intention in staying there. You ain't got no intention of sticking around. Know what I'm saying? You ain't got no intention on that shit getting any kind of deep. Know what I'm saying? You're not even willing to invest your time into that for real. Know what I'm saying? It's a every once in a while, every so often, maybe if I ain't got shit else to do, I'll think about it. God said you're going to keep investing your time into shit like that? Or are you going to sit your ass down and truly go for what the fuck you want? Because everything you truly want, if you want it to last, it takes time. It's an investment. It's a fucking process. It's not supposed to happen overnight. If you're going out and you getting something and there's no growth attached to that shit, or you didn't have to earn that shit, chances are it's not gonna last. That's why there's fucking people out here that won the lottery and they was broke like 2 years later, year later. That's why there's famous ass rappers and athletes and politicians, etc., that was once upon a time rich as fuck and in the next moment filing bankruptcy. Because if you gain the wealth without gaining the discipline to go along with it in order to keep it, you're gonna fucking lose it. And God's saying sitting your ass down is what it takes for you to gain the discipline that's gonna be needed to not only get it but keep it. Because you're at a point in your life, Divine Masculine, where you're playing for keeps. People, places, things, all know your life. You're playing for keeps. You don't want to lose nothing else. Is it some shit you're willing to let go? Yeah. But do you just want to flat out lose some shit like beyond outside your control when you can really have a say so in that shit? Nah, you don't want to lose nothing else like that. You don't want to lose no more cars to repossessions. You don't want to have to fucking be paying rent somewhere and a motherfucker putting you out because it ain't your name on the lease. You don't want to be at a fucking job that you invested years into that you fucking just lost over a fucking random piss test when you've been telling yourself that you was going to stop smoking weed for the past 2 years. Shit like that, Divine Masculine. God said you playing for keeps. It's time to get serious about yourself. Everything else is going to be added unto you. Because them baby steps add up. Them nights in the house add up. You know how quick, you know how people complain like, I can go outside, you know what I'm saying? I can have money all fucking week. Soon as I go outside, I spend $300 in one day. That shit real. Think about it like that. If sitting in the house is hard for you, every time I sit in the house, all this money in my pocket, I'm keeping it. Unless I'm catering to myself. Unless I want to order myself a fucking pizza. Unless I want to, you know what I'm saying, DoorDash some shit. Unless I want to fucking get me a bottle or smoke me a little blunt. It's just you. It's way easier to cater. It's still benefiting you. It's a whole nother thing when you going outside giving everybody else your money, wasting money on shit you don't even need because you outside and you so happy to be outside that your eyes is bigger than your stomach. Meaning you just want everything you see, you don't put no fucking thought into that shit. You buying shit you don't even fucking need. Spending money on shit that ain't even gonna fucking last. Yeah, you can go outside and spend money and have fun. You can also go outside and have fun for free. Know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do extravagant shit every time you go outside just because you want to be outside. That's why I say it's important for you to sit your ass down and truly figure out what it is you like to do. Because a lot of the shit most niggas like to do don't cost that much. Know what I'm saying? You can cook your meals at home since you already complaining about how much money you spend on groceries. You know every time you go out you want to eat. Alright, I'm either going to eat before I leave the house or I'm going to bring my shit with me. Know what I'm saying? I like to have me something to drink. I'm going to fucking buy me a 24 case of my favorite fucking beer. I'm going to throw that shit in the fucking fridge. So I'm going to take some with me and the rest that I don't take with me is waiting for me when I get fucking home. Know what I'm saying? And that's how you keep yourself from spending money. Leave your money at home. Bring everything you need with you. Know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm gonna grab my fucking beers. I don't care if you want to drink. I'm gonna drink fucking 4 tall cans. And once them 4 tall cans is gone, I can't drink no more because I'm broke. Whether you got money or not, you broke because that's your limit. You feel me? And I want to be outside and I want to be around people and what's something I like to do. I like to go to the fucking beach. I like sitting in the water. You know what I'm saying? That shit be lit. And you can go to the beach and pull bitches for free instead of going to the club and spending that $25 surcharge plus fucking all that extra money over them watered down ass drinks. You hear me? You can buy a bottle for the same price and that shit can last you however long it lasts you, Divine Masculine, I don't know your life. You feel me? And you can pace yourself and make that shit last as long as you want to. Alright, I can't spend no more money on this type of shit until this fucking day. So this bottle of fucking Hennessy I got, this bottle of fucking Patron I got, gotta last me until then. And then I got this 24 pack of beer to make that shit stretch, just in case. You feel me? And live within your fucking means and teach yourself that kind of discipline until you get where you're trying to go and you have what you fucking want. Not just what you fucking need, what you want too. Because it's doable. When you truly doing you. Because when you outside flashing, that's for everybody else. And God said you tired of that. Look, judgment call. You had a judgment call on your motherfucking self. You tired of that. Out with the old, in with the new. All new shit, right? You waiting on me, right? You gonna keep waiting on it? Or you gonna keep throwing your shit out there? Decisions, divine masculine. This everybody got choices. Look at all your options. I'm trying to kill this glare. Look at your options. All these options ain't good. That's the important. See how he's standing still? You know what I'm saying? He can take his time and make the proper decision. Anything you rush into is gonna fail. That's what I heard about masculine. Because you're trying to ground yourself, so you need to sit still. And if you rush and you busybody and you busy minded, and anything you rush into is gonna fail. God said you need to learn how to plan shit out. A plan without action behind it is just a dream. You know what I'm saying? You can't call that shit a goal if you write it down and that's all you did was write it down. You don't do nothing to work towards it. You know what I'm saying? And then if you ain't got no fucking steps to that shit, still just a dream. Not only do you gotta write down what you're trying to do, you gotta write down how you're gonna do that shit. And if you don't know, that's another step. You gotta figure that shit out. Write down what you want to do. I want to buy a car. What does it take for me to buy a car? Okay, I know I need money. What else? Alright, I know I'm going to need car insurance. What else? Alright, I know I'm going to have to get my tax registered and up to date. Alright, what else? You feel me? I'm going to want a full tank of gas when I finally get that bitch. Alright, how much does that shit cost? I don't know. Okay, figure that shit out. Alright, now that I got all the costs figured out, now I need a budget plan. How do I allow myself to save this kind of money based on the shit I already got to do with this money? Alright, I know rent got to come out. What else? I know these bills got to come out. What else? I know that nigga got to eat. What else? I know I'm going to want my fucking haircut every month. It's just some shit I'm not willing to give up. Cool. What you got left? You feel me? What is it going to take for you to save that? Or can you even save that? Or do you even want to? Or do you need another side hustle on top of the hustle you got so you can get there faster? How much time you got to do this? How much time you trying to do this in? You know what I'm saying? I want this shit done before the summer over. I want this shit done before my birthday. I want this shit done by next year. You feel me? Short term, long term. Take it day by fucking day. Sometimes shit happen. Fuck, didn't want to have to dip into the savings, but this is important right now, and this that I'm trying to do, it can wait. Fuck, gotta snatch that out. But first opportunity I get, I'm putting that back. You feel me? And you keep fucking going, and you adjust accordingly, and you move accordingly to your shit, and you on your time. And that's how God wants you moving. Period. And fuck what people gotta say. And if you don't tell them shit and they don't know shit, they can't say shit real. They can only speculate. And let them be wrong. Because it's an aha in your face when you prove them wrong. Because if you're doing what you set out to do, you're gonna prove them wrong. Because most people who speculate talk shit about what the fuck you're doing. And they're so focused on what the fuck you're doing, guess what? They not doing shit. They ain't got no time. They too worried about you. When you pop out with your little car, guess what? It's yours. Where they car at? You feel me? And you do what you gotta do for you. And you might not be able to get what you want right away all the time. And there's no problem in working your way up to that. Because that's teaching you how to keep it once you get it too. You're gonna appreciate it more. Know what I'm saying? Sometimes that raggedy car or sometimes that used car, know what I'm saying? That scraper, whatever you gotta do. Sometimes that apartment is preparation for your house. Sometimes that scraper is practice for the car you don't want to dent, you don't want to get repossessed, you don't know what I'm saying? You feel me? Sometimes you working multiple jobs or having multiple hustles is just teaching you how to adjust accordingly. You know what I'm saying? How to help your body keep up with, you know what I'm saying, the stuff you gotta stay woke for. You know what I'm saying? It's important for me to have a bad time when I'm hustling like this. You feel me? It's important for me to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, put my self-care in my schedule when I'm hustling like this. You know what I'm saying? It's important for me to learn how to wake up on time with enough time to fucking make my food at home when I can't afford to fucking buy lunch every fucking day. You feel me? And tweak that shit when it's needed, but it's worth it because you're doing all that shit for you. And the next thing you know, you're gonna look up and that shit gonna be easy, or you're gonna be done, and it's gonna be a relief. And it's like, ooh, and you getting what you wanted is gonna be a everyday reward. Every day you still wake up and drive that fucking car stress free. The shit's handled. You know what I'm saying? And then you can worry about who you're gonna have in your passenger seat. Right now, Divine Masculine, your real thing is with you. Everybody else right now is a summer fling. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're motivating you to do the shit you trying to do for yourself, so eventually they can sit in that passenger seat with you, and they willing to wait, and they willing to help you get there, and they willing to keep you encouraged. Know what I'm saying? And they your fucking backbone. Know what I'm saying? In the moment you want to get up, and they call you on your shit when they see you fucking slipping. What the fuck you mean you going to the casino? No, nigga, you gonna sit your ass in this house and we can play cards together. Break them motherfucking chips out if all you want to do is fucking, know what I'm saying, play some fucking blackjack. And I bet you your money and you bet me, but it stays in our fucking household. Because what the fuck is you doing and giving it to them strangers who can't give it back? You know what I'm saying? Because if you just need your fix and I got money to waste, if you in my money, cool, double or nothing. You know what I'm saying? At least if you lose all your shit to me and I'm fucking on your fucking team and I don't want you fucking doing that shit, I can run your shit back. Alright, you got it out your system? Because at the end of the day, you know you don't need to be spending that. You feel me? If it ain't that, bitch, Summer FLING. You feel me? Babe, I thought you was fucking want your CD to be done by fucking next year. I do. So what the fuck is you doing? Like, wasting your money on a new pair of shoes? You got enough fucking shoes? You could have bought studio time with that. If it ain't that, bitch, Summer FLING. You feel me? You can't afford to get another credit card, Divine Masculine. Like, you still paying off the ones you got. Don't put yourself in more fucking debt. It's a trap. Know what I'm saying? Until you gain the discipline to pay off your other credit cards, you don't need a new car. You're trying to build your fucking credit. Because didn't you say you want to buy a house? Didn't you say you're trying to get a new apartment? Okay, so if you want the apartment you want, know what I'm saying? You don't want to be living just any ricky-dinko thing. Know what I'm saying? They're going to look at your credit, babe. If it ain't that, bitch, Summer FLING. You feel me? God said I gotta talk to y'all like that. Cause some of y'all worried about the wrong shit. And then you mad at the world when it looks like you falling off. But guess who the biggest factor in shit going wrong in your life? You. Cause you keep putting yourself in them kind of positions. That shit ain't going nowhere. Look, nostalgia. You reminiscing this shit about shit that you already did. Your job, stay in the present fucking moment too. Don't worry about what happened in the fucking past. Don't start moving and being so focused on what you want in the future that you stagnate yourself to the point where you don't do shit about it right now. If you're looking at the bigger picture right now, and all you're focused on right now is the bigger picture, and it's like, damn, I really want to buy a fucking house. Damn, I really want to buy a fucking house. But you can barely afford your apartment right now. That's the importance of writing that shit down, breaking that shit down in the steps, and doing them steps one thing at a fucking time. So you don't feel like that goal you getting your house is so far off. Maybe you don't have the money for that fucking house right now, but you paying off your debt on them fucking credit cards is building your fucking credit, and you building your fucking credit is also something you need for that house. But if you're just looking at the big picture and you're ignoring the steps it takes to get there, you're gonna skip over that, and you're gonna feel like you're not doing shit by taking care of you, when taking care of you is exactly what you need to be doing in order to obtain any of them goals. You hear me? And the more you handle the little shit, the more your confidence is going to boost. You feel me? You're going to be up here. Alright, that shit. You know what I'm saying? The more you get to checking off them boxes or crossing that shit out, next goal, you're going to feel like that nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? And only you going to know what you're doing in the selective few. And then the motherfuckers that's supposed to be around you will be. Because when you're handling business like that, you're going to protect your investment yourself. You're going to protect your peace. You ain't going to be able to afford to be around niggas who telling you you ain't shit and what the fuck you can't do and what the fuck you need to be doing for them. And, you know what I'm saying? All that shit don't matter more than you. The clubs ain't going nowhere. The casinos ain't going nowhere. The liquor, the dispensaries and shit ain't going nowhere. The bitches ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit gonna still be right there when you're done. Or when you're in a position when you can have that kind of fun and let your hair down. When you do got, you know what I'm saying, a little extra, and you do got that free time, and you want, that's how you want to spend your shit, cool. You know what I'm saying? But until you gain the discipline you need to fucking know, like, put that shit in your budget. If it matters that much to you, make that shit a part of your process. If going to the dispensary and being able to drop that $75, know what I'm saying, on that big bag, you feel me? Because that's what you want for at least a week. You know what I'm saying? This shit gotta last at least a week. Throw that $75 in your fucking budget. And is it worth keeping in there? Or do you gotta downgrade that a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Do you gotta stretch that out? You know what I'm saying? Do you gotta skip a day? You feel me? One day I'ma smoke, one day I'ma have a beer, one day I'ma take a shot out of my Patron, but make that shit work, bro. The point is, can't nobody do you like you do you. So stop letting other people tell you how to do you. Cause you gonna get your best advice from your motherfucking self. That gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? When you get to a place where ain't nothing bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no money in your pocket, but all your bills is paid, and you checking shit off your list. You know what I'm saying? And you finish like 19 of them fucking goals, and you only got 3 left. So you broke today, but you get paid tomorrow, and that check you get tomorrow, you ain't got nothing to do with that, because you handle all your other shit with this check. So now, instead of looking like damn, I'm broke, now you can look at that shit like, cool, I got 3 more days, and I'm in there. What I want to do with the shit I can have fun with. Feel me? And that's the type of shit y'all need to be a divine masculine. So your real shit is with you and whoever's trying to help you do that shit I'm talking about. Everything else, whether it be person, place, thing, or behavior, a summer fling. The trips you can't afford to go on, know what I'm saying? The habits you can't afford to support, know what I'm saying? The mind frame you can't afford to stay stuck in, you feel me? The people you can't afford to entertain, you feel me? Summer flings. So yeah, God say I'm done. That's it. That's all. I love y'all. I hope I helped y'all. If I didn't help y'all, I hope I at least didn't hurt y'all. And yeah, God.